Roman Reigns is literally floating in the air. An amazing Superman punch setup to Seth freaking Rollins. What's up, Jared over here? Today we are debuting a new series for the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jared W Live, and also make sure to like this video and subscribe for more wrestling figure content. But today we are debuting a new series, which is how to set up WWE moves or finishing moves in figure form. We're gonna be showing you how to do like your favorite wrestlers setups of their like finishing moves. Like for today, we are doing Roman Reigns. We are debuting it with Roman Reigns, one of the top guys obviously in WWE, very popular. So we're gonna be doing Roman Reigns spear, normal spear, Superman punch, spear into the barricade, and a couple other things. And we're going to be pretty much teaching you guys how to set it up in figure form, step by step and everything. So let's get into it. First move we're going to be doing is the spear. So the spear is a very common used move, but Roman Reigns does a very special way of the spear and everything, with like starting off in the corner and everything. But first we do the spear, we need to get another person for Roman Reigns the spear. So I've grabbed another figure. I got the one and only Jacob Fatu. So let's get this setup started. So obviously Roman Reigns usually does the spear from the corner. So Roman Reigns usually starts off with like the throwing his arms back with the ooh-ah stupid thing. But for the spear, so starting off with, you want to get one leg kind of bent backwards. So you want to have like you want to have him lean forward, bring one leg forward like this, bend it a little bit like that. Bring another one a little forward, bend it backwards. Actually, keep it straight, bend this up like this. It just depends on which side you want Roman Reigns spearing. You can. This is pretty much a preference thing, how to set him up, what leg you want to have down, which one you want to have up. But you want to have a nice little angle like this, because you're not going to be able to pose him like a full like jumping spear. So you're going to have to have 1 foot down at least. And then you either can balance it, or you can do what I'm going to do today. We're going to be using these Ringside Collectible stands. So they're very nice, black. So we had like the raw type ring, so the black should blend in decently. Now for the actual upper torso for Roman Reigns, you either can have him like extended out like this, or you can have him crouched down, like he's going to lower his shoulder. You want to have one arm opened up and one arm kind of like closing in, because he's going to come through and spear him like this. So I'm gonna have him more like, so if he's coming from the corner, I'm gonna have him like jumping towards him like this, so you can kind of see the angle. So we're gonna use a stand. I'm gonna put his foot right in the peg hole, and there you go. So you get the nice balance of Roman Reigns. You can kind of see the angle now. There you go. So it looks like he's about to mid-motion spear, and there you have it. Roman Reigns is standing all up on his own, about to spear Jacob Fatu. So now let's set up Jacob Fatu. Now we could be really boring and just have him stand up like this, but I feel like we need to put Jacob Fatu in like a mid-motion, like getting hit. So I like to, when I set them up like this, I like to have their arms kind of up, like look like it's like a whiplash hit. Stagger the legs a little bit, so it looks like he's off balance. This is a preference thing. It kind of as well how we want to look like. But you can't be boring and just have him standing straight. You gotta make it look like he's getting hit a little bit. So maybe have one arm down, one arm up, head tilted back, legs bent a little bit. So now we kind of, because he is on the stand, we got to lower Roman now. And then there you go. And then we got to angle it for the right angle. And there you have it. Roman Reigns is spearing Jacob Fatu mid-motion. I know I'm not the greatest step-by-step coach, but so I guess if you kind of understood that, that's how you're supposed to do it. So you got to bend, make sure you have one leg bent all the way back, lean them forward, get the arms just right, and then you got to have the person look like they're getting hit with the expression. But I feel like that is a perfect spear right there. So we're going to leave that set up just like this, and we're going to now do this Superman punch. So the Superman punch is, besides the spear, honestly, I feel like this is the most iconic move Roman Reigns does. As you can see, it's on his shirt. What he flies in the air, gets that arm up, and gets the other arm out and everything, and just freaking nails him with the Superman punch. But this is a harder setup to do. I feel like this is one of the hardest moves for like modern wrestlers right now to set up, like for like a signature move. Most people have finishing moves now that are pretty simple, I feel like, for figure form setups. But this one's definitely difficult. And this one's literally impossible to set up unless you just want to have them like balanced like this on somebody without doing this with a Ringside Collectibles or some kind of figure stand. So obviously we're going to be using another ringside stand. I don't think we'll be needing another one for the actual person, but we need to get another opponent for Roman Reigns. So I think this is a perfect opportunity to use the one and only Seth freaking Rollins, former Shield brother of Roman Reigns, but now a huge rival and everything. So we're going to be having Roman Reigns Superman punch Seth Rollins. So let's get into this. So I guess this is going to be a little add-on thing. If you want to set him up like he looks like he's in the corner getting ready to Superman punch him, these figures don't have enough articulation to get his fist all the way to the ground. But if you want to pose him like this, it looks like he's about to punch the ground because he does that. I guess this is the best way you can do it. You bring one leg forward, you bend it, bring the one back, bend like this, have one arm out like this, and have him look like he's about to punch the ground. But now, for the actual Superman punch, we're going to use this shirt as like an example. So I'm going to take the shirt off. As you see here, this is the Roman Reigns logo, the flying Roman Reigns for the Superman punch. So we're going to set him up just like this. Okay, so for the Superman punch, you need to have this arm out. You have to have him hit it with the gauntlet. I mean, like, for a setup, you got to do that. So you got the gauntlet. You got to bring him up a little bit. I feel like an Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns would be great for this, but I don't have one. So you got to get it all the way up, get the right angle. Really depends on what kind of like angle you want it on, but turn the head, bring the arm out like this, and now it's all the legs, which is really important for this setup. So you want to bring this one leg all the way up, bend it, and then kind of like bring it out like this so it looks like he's flying or floating. And then you got to be able to have it stand in the peg and balance. So you're gonna bring it out a little bit, but keep it straight so you can get in the peg. Now we get to take the stand and we put the peg into the stand, and there we go. We got him elevated in the air, looking like he's floating. He's about to Superman punch him. So we got to be able to get Roman Reigns to balance now and float in the air. This also could be a thing on your Roman Reigns figure. If your Roman Reigns figure like mine has a loose ankle, you might have a problem doing this, but this might take a little bit, so I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so I got him just right there. If I touch him, he'll probably fall over. My Roman Reigns I'm using right now has a very loose ankle, so this just depends on your Roman Reigns figure if it has a loose ankle joint or not. Now, as the same thing as Jacob Fatu, it's very important to have the opponent that's taking the move to look like they're about to get hit. So this one's also, I feel like, an important one. So you got to turn his head just right. Got to get those arms up so like, oh my goodness, I'm about to get hit. If he's getting hit from here, I think we need to turn the head like this way. I had the arms up, flailing back, bend the knees a little bit. Let's see here. See how this looks. All right, so there's Roman Reigns. Now we got to get Seth Rollins to kind of got to lower him a little bit, because with the pegs, you really can't get Roman Reigns to float in the air. So obviously we're working with action figures here, but kind of have to like this is just like, I don't know. I don't know how to like describe a step-by-step thing for the opponent taking the move. It's kind of the same thing. It's a preference thing, how you want to see him look like to take the move. But let's see here. I don't know if we're going to be able to make him hit him. We might just have him floating and then like really close. Uh-oh, we got Roman Reigns falling over people. There you have it. We got Roman Reigns floating in the air. Seth Rollins step forward. So the step-by-step thing for Roman Reigns, I kind of showed that. But the opponent, it's really a preference thing. I have him leaning forward, the left leg a little bent, the other leg stepping back. I have his torso bent back a little bit, lean forward, and arms up, looking like he's freaked out because he's about to get hit. But Roman Reigns is completely floating. He is not touching him. He's about to hit Seth Rollins. And then we have Jacob Fatu here getting speared. So right now, both of these setups look absolutely awesome. So next up is a iconic move of Roman Reigns, which in my personal opinion, it's a little overused. It is when Roman Reigns spears somebody through the barricade. This, in my opinion, is a very fun, though, figure setup you can do. So let's get into this. We need to find the perfect opponent for Roman Reigns to spear through the barricade. And I think I have found the one. Coming right off their quick rivalry, we have Big Bronson Reed. So let's take this shirt off. It's going to be a mid-match setup. So we need Big Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, and obviously the barricade. So let's move over to the barricade spot. So we have the barricade spot here. Let's move somewhere. So we have like our security, because this is the arena. We have our security. Let's get these guys out of here because they're about to get taken out. So we're gonna obviously have Bronson Reed laying here, so I'm gonna do a setup of like mid motion spear and then the aftermath of the spear. So really, for the person taking the move, you just kind of, as I said once again, you can't have a boring setup and have them just look like standing there. So you'd have them like leaning there, like one hand there, one like kind of like holding himself up. But that, I feel like that's the perfect look right there. So now the next part, the important part, is setting up Roman Reigns. So let's take this Ulafala off. Obviously, he's not gonna have the Ulafala on mid-match. So let's get this going here. So Roman Reigns, once then, again, same thing for the step-by-step as the other spear. Get that arm out. I'm not gonna take his hand off right now for the interchangeable hand. He'll be spearing him with the one-up. Have the other arm out kind of like this. But I mean, like for the barricade spear, he kind of just like throws his whole body at him. So we gotta like make that into figure form. So your best bet here for this is just bend it slightly forward for his left leg or right leg, either one you want to use, and the other one like this. And then I'm not going to use a stand for this one because I feel like you can just kind of have him throw his body at him, and you literally can do it like this. This one's not that great of a setup, but I feel like we can do a little better than that. But that is a basic, I feel like, setup. Besides the fact I feel like Bronson Reed looks perfect right now, I think we need to make it a little more detailed for Roman Reigns. So I changed it a little bit. I lowered his left arm down, and right now I have him balancing on the ring. If you don't have a ring to balance it on, you probably gonna want another stand. But I have him kind of leaning his shoulder into him, so it looks like he's making the impact. We could bend his leg a little bit, so it looks like, and there you go. We got part of the foot like elevated. Looks like he's jumping into it. We had the barricade actually leaning backwards a little bit. Bronson Reed falling into it, so it looks like it is taking the impact. I feel like that is the best way you can do a like before impact spear into the barricade. So now we're gonna have like an aftermath setup in the barricade. So the first step, I feel like you just need a I'm gonna leave part of the barricade up because that's how it usually happens. Part of the wall falls down, so we had the wall down. I have my timekeeper like spot a little messed up over here. We got the clock over here, the bell's falling off. We have Bronson Reed, looks like he has fallen over. One arm's on the ground, one's up. His legs are all over the place. So now you got to get Roman Reigns correct. You got to make him look like he had just speared him, but he's also on top of him. So you easily could just like take the Roman Reigns you had set up and you can have him like pointing straight up. But I like to have him more look like he's laying on him, but also look like he's still in the spear motion. So you got to have the legs just right. So like have this leg bent out a little bit, bent back. This leg just straight, but bent all the way up. You can have the arm a little stretched out. And this arm, honestly, you can just leave it like this. And you either can have them, I like to do this if I'm doing a mid-motion after barricade spear. You kind of got to get them just balanced, just right. Honestly, this right here, this looks perfect in my opinion. So here we have it. We had the barricade laid down. Obviously, Bronson Reed's laid out. You got Roman Reigns, looks like he just speared, tackled him through the barricade. And you got the leg still up, one's on the ground. I mean, this is literally the perfect setup, I feel like, for a barricade spear. I feel like this looks absolutely fantastic. Perfect mid-motion, like barricade falling down spear by Roman Reigns. All right, so there you have it, guys. That is how to set up like the three main moves for Roman Reigns, his finishing moves: the main spear, the Superman punch, and the barricade spear. I hope you guys enjoyed this new series of the YouTube channel. If you're new to the YouTube channel, like I said at the beginning of the video, like the video if you liked it, subscribe, stay tuned, because here on the YouTube channel, I'm JW Live. We do a bunch of different stuff. We do setup reviews on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. We review, obviously, wrestling figures and the new figures. We go on toy hunts. If I ever have a good week of purchases, I do like a weekly purchase video. We also do just setups. I do full-blown setups in my whole arena, and we kind of go through it just like how this. And then a new thing for the channel, we are going to start doing this probably once a week or maybe twice a week. Like people's favorite wrestlers. I'm going to teach them how to do their finishing moves. So if you like this video, drop down in the comments below, who do you want to see next? It could be anybody. Just, drop their name, and if I have their figure, I most likely have their figure. If they don't have a figure yet, and you know that, don't drop their comments, don't drop their name, because obviously I can't do the setup. But like Cody Rhodes, John Cena, main event Jey Uso, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Jacob Fatu, whoever you want to see. It could be people from the past too, like Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, The Rock, anybody you want to see. There's finishing moves in the setup form. We're going to be doing it in this series, so drop down in the comments below. Who do you want to see next? and I'll make a video how to do their finishing moves. I hope you guys enjoyed this new style of a video. I felt like this video was very fun to me, so I hope you guys liked it. But make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.